Hello everyone, Paper Spock here with some more NextFest demos. This time we are going to be looking at the Séance of Blake Manor, which is one that I've heard compared to Blueprints a little? Okay, content warning. The Séance of Blake Manor, goth folklore, and as such, touches on a lot of the human tragedies experienced throughout history. Every effort has been found to find a balance between authenticity and sensitivity of the language used. In some cases, viewer discretion may be advised. That is kind of vague. Fair enough. Heard the game can get kind of loud. Because when I booted up the game, there was an option for laptop mode. I'm in the case where I'm using my desktop computer to stream the game to my laptop. So it's a little like I'm playing on a laptop, a little like I'm not. I wonder if it's like a graphics mode of some kind, where it works better with that sort of thing. Oh my gosh. There's so many options here. We're just going to skip out of this. But anyway, I don't know if it's just going to be like blueprints in terms of, oh, we're exploring a manor, or if it's going to be blueprints in terms of puzzles as well. I think there's going to be puzzles as well. I don't think we're going to have like the drafting the manor thing. I'm excited to see what this has in store. It says it's the first 2 hours of the game. Dublin, Ireland, 1897.
Mr. Ward!
Yeah, they voice it. Okay, and
I'll waste no time, as there's none for wasting. I write from Blake Manor in Connemara. Yesterday a guest went missing. A young woman named Evelyn Dean.
I am digging.
Everyone here carries on as if nothing has happened.
I'm digging
She
the.
has not left. Of that I am sure. This envelope contains £200. Please, sir, accept this money and come quick, for I fear she's not long for this world. A further £300 will be paid out, if you find her alive. I know the west of Ireland might well be the far side of the world for its distance from you, but there's no one else to turn to. I hear you are an honourable man, a steadfast investigator, and perhaps most importantly, godly.
Huh.
I pray for the girl that this is true.
So the art style here, this is extremely strong. Really liking what I'm seeing so far. I may turn the volume a little back up, because I noticed that in one of my other videos, stuff was kind of quiet. So, see if I can balance that out a little. Right, day 1 Friday, October 29th, 11 p.m., Blake Manor Courtyard. Oh!
Evelyn Dean, daughter of the slumlord, Rupert Dean. I wonder if my employer hired me because of my past with her family. Or maybe they don't know of her father's involvement in my brother's death.
Ooh.
I suppose that too will become clear in time.
Oh my gosh. I very much understand visually the blueprints can front gates look. Oh, that spends time. Manor is a mile from Galford, miles from anywhere. Without a horse, there's nowhere to go. I probably didn't need to. You can move faster, clicking the stick. You'll move slower when crouching. Okay. Probably we don't need to look at the fountain. Hello? Somebody there?
What in hell?
Can't, I'm seeing things. The lateness of the hour and the long day of travel must have my nerves on edge. Still, perhaps I will ask. You can check all the evidence you find in record. Record contains a catalog of all the evidence Ward has gathered during his investigation. Some evidence can be examined or analyzed for further information. You can examine your hiring, for example, hold A to proceed. Okay. Cool. Okay. I understand now. I can't... Oh, it shows me characters I can discuss stuff with. Oh, and we can limit down evidence to... Is that me? Does that thing mean me at the bottom? Can't switch between tabs yet. Oh. I'm comparing, because there's a very similar area in Blueprints. And, Blueprints has a little more visual interest. Like, the floor has more variation to it. The building has more interest to it. So I like that, but also this makes it feel more like a comic book. This feels like something that was drawn in the background of a comic book, and now we're walking up close to it. Wow. I did hear about the examining things taking time thing, and I don't know that I like that. I like to examine every last thing, but now I'm like, I don't want to examine something too frivolous. I should check with the front desk for any information on Miss Dean's whereabouts. Time is of the essence if you're to solve a mystery of Blake Manor. Time advances when Ward interacts with objects and characters. I hate that. Oh. What's interesting about that? What's interesting about choosing not to investigate things? And maybe there's something. Nobody around. I could ring the bell. In a moment, taking in the place first. Okay, we press this to look at our goals. Unlock a mystery. You should investigate first. Hiring letter. So we're getting the Outer Wilds grid here. Basically, the cork board, the evidence and connections very well. So check in. Must have been someone here for a reason. Why is that? Zoom in and out. Wonderful. Okay. Let's look at the entertainment schedule. Can analyze people, documents, and certain items. Move the magnifying glass to hunt for observations. Okay, welcome luncheon. Masked ball. Or the grand seance. Okay, so Monday, welcome luncheon. Tuesday, tea and lawn games, 8 p.m. bridge game. Wednesday, horse racing, parlor games. Thursday, 2 p.m. archery, elsewise cricket. 8 p.m. divination with Mrs. Mantovani. 11 a.m. carriage tour the land. Saturday we have the masked ball. Oh, that's tomorrow evening. Okay, so today was the carriage tour. Quite a bit has unfolded at this event already. So that's interesting. On Sunday there's a silent dinner at 8 p.m. A little weird. On Sunday evening, the grand seance takes place in the hedge maze at 9 p.m. Talks held daily in the drawing room located in the west corridor. Information on talks to be posted outside the room each. Okay. That information is going to be of use to me somehow. And I have spent 1 minute doing that. Clock probably won't teach me anything, but let's test that theory. This is a demo. And later than I thought. Okay, yeah, that was about as useless as I thought it was. Private letter. Personal letter from Victoria Loud is no reference to the manor or planned event whatsoever. Guess we'll look at the jack-o'-lantern because it was turnips with carved faces and glowing embers placed inside. Horrifying things. Yes! Yes, I once saw that turnips used to be used for jack-o'-lanterns instead of pumpkins, and if you look at them, they look really horrifying. Now, like this looks a little weird, but if you actually look up one, it's like nightmares. I have to open it again. Okay, good. I do, but I don't. Books. Trashy romance novel. What are you? Toys. Okay, newspaper. 3 years ago, the main story is a carriage accident resulting in the death of Marcus's wife. Oh, hmm. Mary Blake, the Marquis's wife, has recently passed. Hmm. Carriage accident. That was worthwhile. Let's look at the painting. Wait, is there a man drowning in this picture? I don't know. Guess either I'm not seeing it or we can't see it, but wait, unless it's one of those things where it's an optical illusion. Or like you can interpret the painting a different way. Hmm. Please leave your luggage. Oh, look at the water. Refreshments. The water seems frigid, even for this weather. Fireplace. Roaring fire. It's good to be able to warm myself up a little after that rain. Keep my distance on the left. What if I walk right up to it? Oh. Is this the same newspaper? 2 years ago. Talking about a local fair. A book about the carved turnips. Oh, read on. Jack-o'-lanterns are turnips with faces carved into them, embers placed inside to give glowing effect. Supposed to ward off evil spirits. They're based on Stingy Jack, a drunkard who tricked the devil. After a night's drinking with the devil, he convinced the fiend to climb a tree, then carved a cross into the tree's trunk. Old Nick was trapped. Jack only let him down once he promised to never claim his soul. When he died, Jack wasn't allowed into heaven for his generally sinful ways, but the devil held true to his word and didn't let Jack into hell either, so he was left to wander Earth for eternity. Old Nick sent him on his way, with only an ever-burning lump of coal from hell itself to light his way. To save his hands, he put the coal into a turnip, roaming the lands ever since. Supposedly, other spirits see the lanterns, think it's the real Jack, and run for fear he tricks them too. I hear they've taken the tradition to America, use pumpkins instead. I can't see it as being eerie somehow. Oh, we read that whole book in 1 minute. Telegraph room, yay! There's a telegraph line. Got yours and I got mine. Called the nervous system. Little schoolhouse rock. Uh, popped into my head when I hear telegraph. Faint smell of burnt paper in the air here. Interesting. Let's go right to the fireplace. Nothing I can see that would be causing the burnt smell in the room. Telegram machine. Page. A voltaic battery is built by stacking cells to reach required voltage output. This diagram shows a voltaic battery with an output of 9 volts. The cell is made up of two discs called an anode and a cathode separated by an electrolyte bridge. Zinc disc, electrolyte bridge, and copper disc. Someone's trying to follow this, but what's the required voltage output? Okay. How much does each disc produce? 6 volts. This diagram is for 4 volts, so we would need 2 more, I think. These burnout discs are where I'm smelling, or where the smells in the room's coming from. I'll remove them in case there's any risk of fire. I'll need to replace the disc before I can do anything. The hotel's primary means of communication with the outside world. The smell of burning is stronger over here. The machine does not seem to be working. Little of interest in here. Nothing here catches my eye. Actual telegram machine. Okay. Does it not? Okay, I can re-examine stuff for free, essentially. Look through the drawers. Nothing interesting. Typewriter. Use to type messages for guests. Open the desk. Let's look in there. Ink and envelopes. Oh, what are those? What are those envelopes? Oh, let me examine them. Okay. Interesting. What was that? Strange occurrence. On a Seo, on Balok Amok. I don't know. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly because uh, I have seen Irish words spelled out and heard them pronounced, and I'm like, I do not understand. That is pretty different from what I am used to in terms of making sounds out of letters. So that was probably very off. Just sworn the page was blank, but instead there's something here in Irish. Only the language hadn't been taken from us. Oh. Okay, we are going to leave now. Is there a map of this place? There is, but we haven't unlocked it yet. Fair enough. Look at this painting. Picture of a small cottage. A person stands in the window looking out at me. Okay. I think if I was playing this longer, I would change the camera speed. We're looking around. Okay, we are going to ring, I think. No, we're gonna snoop a little maybe. Private letters. Letters from a Mr. Dupree. He is half-heartedly inquiring about a business. Photo of him outside the manor is included. His expressions. Letter is written swiftly and I think maybe Middle Eastern. Okay. Okay, we are going to... We're going to read these. Grand Seance. October 31st, 1897. A grand seance, a gathering of intellects interested in esoteric matters regardless of sex, color, or creed. Join renowned mystic Carmela Mantovani as she leads us in the most advanced crossing of the veil as witnessed by mortal men. No wobbling tables, distant moans, or questionable planchettes here. See the spirit for yourself, or better yet, speak with it directly. What is going on here? Some attempt to talk with a ghost? That cannot be possible. I have heard of seances before, but always the spirit speaks through a medium, a person or object. Surely all fraudulent and spiritually dubious. What on earth was Evelyn Dean doing here? Her father did not strike me as a spiritual man, nor one who would allow his child to stray so far from his sight that she should end up here, of all places. Who was this woman? We're gonna ring the bell. Oh!
Yes.
I love how this is voice acted. Excuse me, I'm trying to open a bottle of water in the background. Throat just a little bit dry.
Hello, I'm Declan Ward. I telegrammed ahead.
I see. We did not receive your message, Mr. Ward. Our telegraph machine is broken.
I know, because I've been snooping.
Regardless, I am Vincent Varley, the manager here. We're quite full at present, but we can fit you in. I'll send word that her room should be prepared, and I'll show you to it as soon as is possible. It shall be no later than midnight. But first, we require our guests to sign in.
Okay, we'll sign the book. This is Miss Dean's signature. Oh, name signed here. 17 others staying in the hotel. Okay. One guest signed with only an X. Meaning this gathering has unusually high literacy rates. Person X, Father Lorcan Sincott, signed in after Miss Dean reportedly went missing. Where is the final thing to examine? Get out my mouse so I can... There we go, okay. A record of who arrived and departed. I noticed Miss Dean did not sign out. Press X to sign in.
I see you are busy for somewhere so remote, though it seems quiet around here.
The seance has brought a great many visitors, it's true. Most have retired early to be ready for the weekend ahead.
Ah, yes, the, seance. I noticed the Miss Dean's name signing in. Does that happen to be Evelyn Dean?
It is. Rather, it was. I'm afraid she's not staying with us any longer. Were you hoping to meet her?
I was. She's, left already?
She has, yes. Can I help with anything else?
Engage in conversation with characters by discussing evidence from your records. Certain responses will reveal new information, exposing more about the characters and their mysteries. Discussing topics will consume time. Select discuss evidence to ask Mr. Farley about Miss Dean. Select discuss evidence to proceed. Whole day to proceed. Looks like we've gone to some trouble with this event. The seance is the first of its kind. It seemed prudent to put some expense into the event. What makes the seance distinct from any other? Well, I simply run the hotel and would not be the best source of an in-depth explanation, but I will try my best. Typical seance only allows limited communication with the ghost, limited in that the medium is needed, a host, a device, etc. Believed that at the right time of year, collection of people gathered, a more direct form of communication could be achieved. And so these people have gathered here at Samhain, where and when the veil is thinnest, to see if that is true. That is belief. Okay. Discuss evidence. Full. Day she departed, yes, Tuesday night, perhaps morning. Her letter said she had to leave on short notice. Letter. In truth, she took her luggage and left in the middle of the night. Morning, we found only a letter and her payment at the front desk. Would that be usual for her? I could not say, sir. This was the first time she stayed here. Analyze. Oh, glasses. Crack in the glasses must be difficult to see through. Damage must be recent or surely to have them fixed. Unhappy expression. Fair enough. Pocket. And is there... And on pocket watch. He keeps checking his pocket watch. He's either pressed for time, rude, ruled by routine, or... My brain invented the word rude there out of rule, I think. My apology. Cool. Lots of evidence here to discuss. Let's ask him about the crack in his glasses. You happen to drop them. It is nothing, sir. They are serviceable. Have them replaced after the event. Okay. Unhappy expression. I'm perfectly fine. Mine's on the hotel event, of course. Washerwoman. Strange occurrence. And on pocket watch. Fence do not run themselves. Fair enough. I don't know. I would discuss the map of the region with him. Okay. Storm shorted the battery. Terrible timing. Tried to wire replacement. No luck. Groundsmen look into it by morning. Washerwoman. Our facility has a full laundry. Nothing's washed in the fountain. Perhaps you saw a vein nigh. Be fitting for this time of year. And the gathering here. Unfortunate for whoever's clothes were being watched. Okay. Let's see. Let's ask about Blake Manor in general. Built in the mid-1600s on land awarded to Edward Blake for his part in the Cromwellian conquest of Ireland. It's been passed down through generations of Blake family and has survived any number of tragedies. Marquis Jonathan Blake is the latest in line to hold the title. Him and his son, the young Master Walter, being the last two members of the line. It was the Marquis's initiative in the manor as a hotel in 1870 to pull the place through the difficult post-famine years. All I could say, though, I suspect there's more info in the library if you care to. We've already looked at these. Map? Sure, tell me about the map of the region. Much to do outside the manor. Refreshments can be requested on the patio. And I guess, there's a hedge maze. Kind of skimming this. We're a little stocked library, games. Bathhouse is closed, too cold to heat. Telegraph room for communication. Some strange stuff going on. Don't concern yourself. Exaggerated stories. Okay. I think that's it. I think we've discussed everything we can. We haven't discussed the man himself. What can you tell me about yourself, sir? I'm the manager. I think that's all you need to know. Okay, leave.
I need nothing else, thank you.
Then please wait here. The staff will prepare your room, and I'll be back to show you to it shortly.
Okay, cool.
Now, if you will excuse me, with the telegraph machine broken, if you need me again, you know how to summon me.
So Miss Dean was here but left. Her date of departure does line up with the letter I received. Good to see the letter she left behind. Exploring and interacting with items, you can progress the investigation to see which items you can interact with. Hold down LT. Okay. Oh, okay, we're gonna try to save. Quick save, even better. Atrium. Luggage room. I think we can fix the telegraph. Let's look at this again. That's 9-volt. One. What? Well, the diagram shows a voltaic battery of 4 volts. Okay. I misread that. Okay. So copper, electrolyte, zinc. This is much easier to read. It's better lit. I need to assemble a battery with the right voltage to power the telegraph machine. It just needs to be the right number of discs in the right order. Okay. Copper, paper, zinc. Copper, paper, zinc. Zinc. Copper, zinc. That's 4 volts. We need to do copper, zinc, copper, zinc. That should be the right amount. Oh, I hit the reset button. Copper, paper, zinc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Battery's working again as an hum to it. I should tell the manager. Yay! Stay 11:45. Yeah, I don't have a penalty for changing rooms. Where'd he go? Hmm. Event. Blasted cold. Mr. Hunter has to get on with fixing the window soon. Salt bowl. Ah. Absorbing moisture. Cool. It's a desiccant. Oh, I could look at so many of these. Oh, cool. They're all the same. Yeah, that's probably not necessary. Yeah, we're gonna leave here. We'll leave here and turn to the right. Then back in this room is where the guy's hiding.
Sir, this area is for staff only.
Yeah, I know, but I
I'll
wanted to tell
kindly
you something.
ask you to leave this room if you need assistance.
Okay, fair enough. There was a bird in there, though. That was kind of freaky.
May I be of service?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Your telegraph machine seems to be functional.
Is that so? Mr. Hunter must have slipped in unnoticed and fixed it. Then you'll have to excuse me. I have messages to send ahead of tomorrow. You shouldn't be waiting much longer for your room, I assure you.
I wanted to tell him I fixed it. Okay, yeah, I need to... Character locations, points of interest in rooms can be viewed on the map. Press up to access it. As the map, the yellow arrow indicates where the ward is. You can also see where other characters are. Characters will change position every hour, so be sure to keep an eye on the map. New areas will be added. Manor is explored. Okay. Room assignments, letters, stationery, stack of letters. Letters from various guests. Making requests of the hotel for the duration of their stay. These letters. Draft stuff. Okay. Open letter. Response to Miss Farley, who seems to have asked after a child on behalf of a young mother. Assures him the child is safe, but otherwise not forthcoming. Oh, that's not a real bird. Okay. Drawers, books, payment schedule, half roster, room rack. Oh, that's creepy. I'm out. That seems like an interesting option if I get stuck. Like if seems like the guy is coming. Look in the hat box. Newspaper. Nothing there. So the main concern I have about this game is it seems like you want to save scum. And then only examine the things you need to. A letter complaining about the housekeeper and her overbearing curiosity. Hunters requesting gramophone records for the rooms, effectively the drawing room and the bedroom. Assignments. More information to have here. Oh. Ian's departure letter on his desk. Strange. He must have been examining when I arrived. It's signed. I wonder. Match her signature in the books. Are there any differences? Yes. Have when that Dean. His signatures are close but don't match. Somebody else wrote this letter of hers, but who and why? You've gathered enough evidence to craft a hypothesis. Evidence provides keywords for each hypothesis. Press up to access. Wow. This very much feels like Outer Wilds right now when you have discovered a bunch on the planet and learning a lot. Whoa. Press Make Hypothesis to open the Hypothesis panel. Create a hypothesis by filling in the missing words using keywords from evidence. Press Consider to determine if you're correct. Make hypothesis. Blank blank is blank. My rival. Christine's departure letter is broken, fixed, forged. Consider. What if? I know what happened here.
So, Miss Dean didn't leave the hotel. And somebody wants us to think that she did. But who? Can I learn anything about the culprit?
Okay. They can write? Yes. Speak English? Please.
Of course. Educating the people over here isn't exactly the Crown's highest priority. As a result, literacy rates are low enough in the west of Ireland. The fact that this letter was written at all is a useful clue to the identity of the culprit behind whatever has befallen Miss Dean.
What if I'd picked something else there? Completing the hypothesis is critical to advancing the mysteries and finding Miss Dean, as each successful hypothesis will reveal facts about the culprit. Information you know about the culprit will appear on the panel to the left. Use it as the story unfolds to eliminate suspects on this screen. For now, it's time to get some rest. Okay, so we can, like... Mr. Ward, your room is ready. Okay, that was useful, but we only got to... Mr. Ward, what were you doing in there? Did you repair? For whatever reason for you being there, take your bags now and leave. Get out. You failed! You were evicted from Blake Manor. As a result of your actions, 0 people in the manor survived. What? Everyone died? Everyone in the manor died because I got kicked out of the office because I found that evidence a little too late. Okay. Okay. We are going to call it here because it's been 40 minutes. 40 good minutes. This has been a good time, but oh, this was interesting. It's more Phoenix Wright and Hotel Dusk a little. It's been forever since I played Hotel Dusk, and I did not beat that game. It's been so long, but I'm getting that kind of vibe. I'm not sure how I like the timed aspect. I'm not sure how I like the failure state. Those I'm not quite as high on. I'm interested to see how this will evolve throughout development. Because, like, is this just a game where you need to save scum to, like, gather a whole bunch of... figure out what evidence is worth investigating, and then reload, and then only investigate the important stuff? Is that how this is going to functionally play out? Because I feel like what it's trying to do is to encourage you to only investigate relevant things, but, like, that can be tricky sometimes, because sometimes there's, like, stuff that could be hidden somewhere. I don't know, this game, like, you investigate a coat, and oh my gosh, there's a key in there. But, like, there's dozens of coats in the game. So I'm not sure how I feel about that part of it. This game definitely shows promise. The artistic style is extremely strong. The story has you interested. I'm like, this is a cool beginning to a mystery novel. It's extremely funny that me getting kicked out results in everyone dying. I was... I'm sure the stakes will be a lot clearer later on. However, however, this was not at all clear to me that this is what was going to happen. I probably will consider playing more of this demo, just to kind of see where it goes. Though I won't record it, I don't think. I may just kind of wait till the game comes out and see what sorts of reviews it gets, but it has piqued my interest as potentially interesting. Very, very strong artistic style that feels very cohesive. Just a little iffy on how the mechanics of the game actually might end up working long term. Maybe it does something cool and interesting. The puzzles we found, solving the telegraph machine, very, very simple, but still interesting. Alright. I will see you next time. I have had fun going through some demos. I hope you have a wonderful day.